morning, everyone. It's been a minute since I seen y'all. It's your girl Avis. Actually, welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with another video. Excuse my hair, I do have it wrapped up. I like to keep my hair wrapped in a bonnet, or this is the style. I like to keep my hair wrapped in a bonnet or a scarf, just something while I'm at home. I don't know when I became that girl, but I do not like having my hair out in my house, period. Like if I'm relaxing, I want to be able to have my hair, hold on, let me come back. I'm not doing anything but working from home. I love to have my hair wrapped and covered. A lot of times, like my headset for work will kind of pull on my locks, but yeah, I'm so excited to be making another video. I have made like several videos, and this happens all the time. Like I record and then I just keep the videos on my phone, and then when I have too much storage taken up, I delete them. Like I never post them. Okay, I feel better with this. I will also say too that I keep myself, oh, let me show y'all. I don't know if you can see it, but I made egg whites with some turkey egret sausage. And I saw my mom making the sausage when I was over at her house a couple weekends ago, and I was like, that looks good. And it was good, and I don't think that she had the turkey version, but yeah, so I don't want to be someone who doesn't do for fear. And I feel like I always say that on here, but it's like I don't want to just not do and not post just because I'm fearful of whatever. So I honestly do like the vlog version of what I post. I also want to like get back into like just sitting down and just talking to y'all like straight. So I might mix in a couple of videos throughout the week. It might be a little bit choppy because like I said, I am moving next week and my house is a little disheveled right now, and where I'm moving, obviously we're not set up there. So yeah, today is Monday, and we'll see how many days we can get out of this. My goal is to do at least 2 to 3 days in a vlog until I can get a rhythm of it. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, and then do a couple of like commentary or just like sit down or just like short videos of what I've got going on. So yeah, I have more work to do today. I have to get back to work, and then I need to prepare for me to go into the office tomorrow. So I hope that you guys are having a great Monday. I love these platypus flossers. This is what they recommend for anyone who has braces. So if you have braces like myself, the platypus flossers are wonderful. They like, I don't know why they call them platypuses. I guess in a way I don't think they look like them, but this part here, you do it just like this. You do it just like this, and so this part of the flosser will go in between your teeth like this, behind the bracket, and then you can floss. So I need to floss after I've eaten. And then I got this nano hydroxy petite element toothpaste. I got this toothpaste from Target. I know we're boycotting. I know it's an active boycott. This was the only place that I could find it because there was a CVS option and I didn't see it at CVS, and I wanted this. I had a dentist appointment where they told me that there was potential cavities back in the back of my teeth where there was some previous crowding, especially when I have my wisdom teeth in. My teeth were so crowded and like tight up on each other that it was really, really hard to floss. That doesn't mean that I did not floss. It just means that because it was so difficult to floss, I didn't get everything out. There's 30 that come in this pack, and they are $10. Yeah. So every time I buy them, I have to be mentally prepared. And because there's only 30 in there, and I mean, you eat, depending on how often you eat, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, you can do the math. You're probably going through these pretty quickly. Now, I don't work from home every day, so I haven't gotten to the point where I bring a toothbrush to work. You know how it is, those bathrooms. So as much as I would like want to do that at the office, I don't feel like I have that flexibility. So right now what I mainly do is I just rinse my mouth out. Like I'll drink some of my water. Happy Tuesday, y'all. I have made it to the transport station. I don't know what it is about my lip, but I don't like it. Now my top lip is naturally darker than my bottom, which I have like a natural lip liner and I love it and I don't have a problem with that. But I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm about to start my period. I literally have one day and I'm in my CRV driving and I feel like I'm driving like an Ultima girl. If you know, you know. So I'm gonna take a moment to collect myself, get out, and get my book in hand so I can do this this train ride. I hope y'all are having a great day so far. And I want to talk about my book. I kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday, like recording, but I didn't like the way it looked. I just didn't like it, and then yeah. So I'll try that again today. My face is so oily, and I don't know if it's like the sunscreen or if that's just like oil. It is Tuesday evening and I am tired. It's not even 10 o'clock and I'm sleepy and I need to wake up even earlier tomorrow so I get to an earlier train to get to work. So I just journaled this evening, which is so interesting, and I hope you can hear me. My hand's kind of like on the speaker area. But it's so interesting because I really wanted to start documenting my emotions, my feelings, my tendencies, everything when I'm during my menstrual phase of my cycle, and really all phases of my cycle. I just haven't been like super intentional about it. And oftentimes if I put too much pressure on myself to do something at a certain time in a certain way, I often won't do it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's psychological, whatever. I just get in my head about getting it done in the time, and I feel like distracted and like other things affect that, whatever. But I journaled this evening and it was nice. It was all over the place. It wasn't really, it was constructive, but if anyone read it, they would be like, girl, what? But I do feel better. But I know like during my menstrual phase, I tend to feel a lot of different things, and some things like very intensely. And I don't know, like writing this evening, even though like it was 3 paragraphs maybe total and it was all over the place, I feel good and light. I work in the city and commuting to work is fun. It's something that I just recently started doing, but I find it to be fun. It's entertaining. And it really takes the edge off of my day, knowing that I don't have to sit in 1.5 to 2 hour traffic going home. It's just interesting. The train ride is just always interesting, and I can't believe I just smacked. Y'all, one of my biggest pet peeves is people smacking. It was like a side note. However, today was a very interesting day on the trains to and fro. And I don't know, I won't take it as a negative. I do think that I just tend to have a personality and something about myself that causes people to gravitate towards me. It's not a terrible thing. I'm not mad at it. I will say in some situations though, I kind of feel like if you're a woman, like sometimes you just feel like You're standing a little close. You're standing a little close. Or, respectfully, why are you talking to me? Why you ain't go talk to them over there? As a last note, because I'm really not saying anything and I'm tired, I need to go to bed. I am, the more that I ride the train, the more I have it like on my heart that I want to do something productive, beneficial for the Dallas homeless community, and not necessarily like a outreach program where it has to be a whole production or whatever. I do feel like I want to just do more. Maybe not necessarily keep dollars in my pocket. I want to make sure I'm safe. However, I think that I want to figure out creative and efficient ways that I can carry some things with me where I'm being mindful of people in that community. What am I saying? In my community who need assistance, even if it's just like a meal or water or something. And I don't want to bog myself down with materials, and I shouldn't say that I don't want to be someone where people just continue to come to. I want to be used in this world to be a light and to provide what I can and what resources I can. I'm not speaking over my life. I'm not gonna say I'm not an anxious person anymore. As someone who often feels anxious and can kind of have a tendency to panic in certain situations, I don't want to necessarily be overcrowded. So I don't know how to mince my words to make it make sense. I just want to make sure that, like, if I can serve in one way or another. However, I wouldn't mind being someone who they see as a safe person, and if I have something, like, I can give it to them. And y'all, it just makes me so sad to see homeless individuals in general. Shout out to my stepdad, and I'm only saying stepdad for the sake of this portion. I call him my dad. He is my dad. My dad really put emphasis in, like, taught me and my siblings at a young age to not treat homeless people as others, and to be mindful that you're really only a step away yourself, or you can be, you're only a circumstance, a step away, a paycheck away. This can be you. And it may not even just be a paycheck. It could be life happens and it can be you. And so he taught us not to hold our breaths when we walk past him. He taught us it's okay to make eye contact and to speak and to have a conversation and have them feel seen. And I don't know why I feel like I want to cry. It is very hard to see the homeless, period. And I think especially like where I'm at in my life, where I'm leaning more into the history and the nuances of Blackness in America and Blackness on a global sense, I am extra sensitive to Black individuals as a whole who are homeless, and Black men who are homeless. It just hurts my heart. And everyone has their own things that, oh my gosh, pause. Oh my gosh, I do not want to be that person. Anyways, everyone has their own journey and their experiences in life. And there are different things that we do that get us in certain places. Sometimes there's just life that happens. And it's very heavy on my heart for that community. And I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what that means that I'll do. I do not want to cry again. I just want them to feel seen. And I think oftentimes we can have our hearts hardened towards homeless in general. Y'all, my phone said wrap it up. So My phone just died. I was just saying that sometimes our hearts can be hardened, and I'm not speaking on anyone specific. I'm not even mainly speaking on myself, because I don't think this way. I do know that some people, when they see homeless, they feel like, oh, well, you know, they did something to get themselves there. They were probably on drugs. They probably are criminal. They probably, whatever the case may be, it's hard to see people living that way. Like, when I got to my first train, there was someone who was sleeping literally on the ground, on the sidewalk. And you can come up with your assumptions, you know, if you're saying, okay, they were probably doing that for attention or what. Anyone who sat on a concrete, as someone who, I don't even like, y'all, I do not even like my ankles to touch concrete. The worst thing I could do is sit crisscross applesauce on the concrete. I don't want to, because I don't want my ankles touching the concrete. So the concrete isn't comfortable. So I don't know. I don't want to go into a whole rant, even though I kind of started. What I did want to touch on, though, is that I just feel it really heavy on my heart to do something and to show up for those individuals in one way or another. And it may not be tomorrow that I do something extraordinary. It may not be the next week that I do something extraordinary, as in like on a larger scale or a bigger production. I think where my heart is leading is something a lot deeper than that. And I just don't know what it is, but I do feel called and led in that direction in one way or another. Yeah, I just felt led to share that. I could be extra sensitive because, you know, I just started day 1 of my menstrual phase. However, I don't want to minimize that either. I think that the feelings that I feel about it are very real. That went on longer than I needed it to do. My phone died, and I know if my mans see that, he's gonna be like, why is your phone not charged? I'm at home. It's plugged up. I just wanted to get this out, and now I'm going to bed. So I feel like this was a successful day 2. I'm hoping I could do my day 3 tomorrow and wrap up this vlog and get it posted, and I will feel very proud of myself. So if you made it thus far, I hope that you're enjoying the video, and I do hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, whatever was going on. And I'll see you guys later. Good night. Happy Wednesday. I am on my way home from work. I'm just like getting off and getting ready to head home. It's been a good day. Excuse my breakouts. Today is officially day 1 of my menstrual cycle. So I'm extra sensitive today. I have a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of insecurity, and not like clinically, just, you know, just a little bit of emotional feelings due to my hormones. So I'm ready to get home. I'm ready to be in my comfort, safe place and relax. This was a good week at work, and so I'm really thankful. I really want to get home. I don't know if you can see how tired I am. My skin is breaking out. Like I'm ready to get home. I want to wash my face. I want to get clean, take out all of my outside clothes and get them in the wash and put on some fresh, clean clothes and get relaxed. And so I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.